So this video is going to be about going from one child to two children, and how has affected us and what our challenges have been. When we had Hannah and we brought her home, Ella has really not shown any signs of jealousy. However, her behavior has kind of changed, and that she's more clingy and she wants more attention. I don't know if that's how she's showing her jealousy. I'm really not sure, but she loves her baby sister. She kisses her. We can't get her to leave her alone. She likes to wake her up during naps and that kind of thing, which I hate when she does that. The biggest challenge for me is having patience for two children. And with a newborn, they're just such high demand, and they cry, and you have to have a lot of patience with breastfeeding, and they're crying. You got to figure out, what do they need and that kind of thing. So it's kind of been a huge challenge with just having the patience for two children, because then you've got a 3-year-old which acts like a 2-year-old because she never went through a terrible 2s. Now she's going through like terrible 3s, or trying 3s, or whatever you want to call it. But 3 has definitely been a challenge for us, and so just having the challenges of her and a newborn, it's really hard. As far as like her behavior goes, she, just like I said, just very clingy, attention seeking. But like we kind of try to spend some time with her. Like if Hannah's sleeping and I don't have things I need to get done, then I'm with her. However, if it's the opposite, my husband's with her. So we're trying to give her the attention she needs. Because it is hard, not for her, not being like the only one anymore. So, and all our attention was like focused on her. However, I think a lot of what helped her was that we read her books about being a big sister. We talked about Hannah a lot. We talked about Hannah like every single day. Hannah came up in the conversations with her every single day. So she knew that there was a baby coming. I don't think she puts 2 and 2 together that the baby came out of my belly or anything like that, but she knows that Hannah's a baby. She can't do like a whole lot of things. I've had to watch her constantly about when she's on her activity mat, not kicking her in the head, or and she does these things on accident. She doesn't do them on purpose. So I'm really glad that she does not show a lot of jealousy towards her and try to hurt her. So, and my baby's crying, and that's the biggest challenge for me, is just having patience with the two of them. And I think it really helps that Ella is in a routine still. Like, she goes to daycare every day. I don't have her home with me like every single day, which it helps me too, to get a break from her. And so if you have a child, if you're a working mom and you have a child that's in daycare, and you keep them in daycare to keep them in their routine, which the pediatrician told us was a good idea, to keep her in the routine of going to daycare. Because when the first week we brought Hannah home, like that next, I guess it was the next week, it was like her, well yeah, it was the first week. We kept Ella home from daycare because we get 1 week free for daycare, for vacation. And so we kept her home that week, and it was just a huge challenge, huge. And she was not eating, she's just not acting herself, and she was just way out of routine. And so when we put her back into daycare, she was good again. She was eating and everything, and she even said she wanted to go back to daycare and see her friends. And so I think it was a good idea just to take her back that second week and keep her in daycare for that second week. And she's been in daycare ever since. So, and I've thought about keeping her home 1 day a week with me until I go back to work. However, I haven't done that yet, just because Anna is so unpredictable, basically. I'm trying to think, like, that's really the only challenge I've encountered, is just the patience part. And but yeah, like when we had Ella, it was we could go out and just do anything we wanted, basically, because she liked going shopping and going from store to store, and on the weekends we used to do that. And now we can only go to one store because Hannah's breastfeeding, and I don't do public breastfeeding just because I have a hard time with the nursing cover and all that. So I don't really have a great nursing cover. I don't really like the nursing cover I have. So that's a huge challenge. And you know, she wants me to, the other challenge is just spending time with her is the other challenge, you know, finding time to spend time with her, because I'm constantly breastfeeding, or I'm constantly doing something around the house, washing dishes or whatnot. So, you know, she brings me a book when I'm breastfeeding, and it's hard to flip pages and read to her when I'm breastfeeding. So Brandon has to do that for me. And I think, you know, she just wants that. She just wants the attention from me. She wants me to spend time with her. So I've done a couple little activities with her as well. Like I've done some craft projects with her, and I've done cooking with her. We've made some different things together. So that's really helped a lot. Really, that's the only things I can think of right now. Of course, I have a crying baby, so I can't really think. And I think that's really about it for this video. If I think of any other things, I'll make like a part 2 or add it to the end of this video. And thanks for watching.